All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Nikki and Brie Show.
Hey.
Hey, Brie.
Hey, Nikki.
Okay, so we're going to do something fun today, which you're already aware of, but we're going to let all our listeners know. So when we did an episode a little far back or whatever, we wanted to ask each other we called it the Curious Conversations. So we asked each other 5 questions that we're curious about, and we wanted to see if the other one was an expert at it or their knowledge on it.
Yeah.
Which Brie came out thinking she was a scientist, which she clearly wasn't. So we thought, let's do this again because our listeners loved it. And I learned a lot about you, Brie.
See, that's the thing is I learned a lot about you as well. I didn't learn a lot about life.
Oh.
I mean, we got to save that for the experts. But I'm going to come at you today with curious questions I have actually about you.
Excuse me?
Just like
I don't know knowledge on myself.
See, that's what happens when you're the black cloud of the twin group.
Here we go.
You know, you instantly become thunder and lightning. It's like,
hey, thunder and lightning's badass.
I didn't think at all that you don't know anything about yourself. Okay. I'm curious to know your answers to these questions.
Okay, well then you want to go first, Miss Confidence over there?
Oh, it's not confidence. I just am curious.
Okay.
So something I was thinking about, because you and I have been together since the womb. And
I mean, right when life started.
Right when life started. You think of childhood. We lived in the same house for 18 years. We go off on our own, but still kind of interwoven, connected. And I was thinking, if you could bring one thing back from when we were kids that you loved, what would you bring back? Like, what was your favorite thing of like us growing up or us being kids or something?
I would bring back Lake Tahoe summers with Nana and Papa.
But you get to do Lake Tahoe at my house.
It's different. It's different because as a child, we would go in there. When we were always excited, we always get our outfits. Remember, we always call them Destiny Child outfits. So like we get similar outfits, same pattern. I was, for some reason, always in pants. You were in dresses. And we get so pumped to get on Southwest. Like mom and dad would wave goodbye. We would take the plane by ourselves as little kids.
Gosh, you remember?
And the flight attendants were always amazing to us.
Yeah, but you remember we were such brats to each other at times. We'd try to put peanuts in our drink each other's drinks and get really mad.
I remember the one of the times the guy sat in the middle of us to like break us up. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, a hummingbird just came by, Brie, to the window.
Oh.
Yeah. So, and then we would land and Nana and Papa would be right there, the biggest smiles and just the smell of them.
And by the way, we say aw because you're hearing us go aw, because my grandmother, before she passed, we were like, can you give us signs of hummingbirds? And like we're talking about her right now.
You know, people will ask for, when people go to the other side, like, can you be something? And, you know, some people say butterflies, hummingbirds. So Nana, we said hummingbirds. So when I said Tahoe with my grandparents, a hummingbird came to the window.
Yeah. So
that was crazy.
That was special.
That was very special. And I still like will see it. But then see the smell of them and their faces. And there was just, as a child being in Tahoe, it was like there was no, it's different as not you have responsibility, you're paying for things. There's a lot, right? But with Nana and Pop-Up, it was just Nana and Pop-Up's home cooked meals, the cousins there. You had to just be worried about after the lake taking your shower before you went out and had more fun. It was like just an amazing time. All you had to do was just have fun, and you got to have fun with your cousins and your grandparents. And Pop-Up would go get us powdered sugar donuts in the morning. And remember, we'd drink milk out of those crayon cups. Everything was just so fun. And that's why I love being in Tahoe, because when I smell Tahoe, it takes me straight back to that point.
And then what's good to know of that, and us as parents, is you want to bring back where you had no pressure, winning championship games on your travel soccer team, you know, going to whatever it was.
Yeah.
What you miss the most, and the one thing you wish you could bring back from your childhood, is being with cousins and family, home cooked meals, and the smell of nature.
Yeah.
And that's, as parents, what we have to remember.
I agree.
I feel like nowadays we overbook our kids. Every day we think an after school activity, or every day we're like, they need to be in this or that. And it has to be really competitive. And I've seen parents firsthand be very hard on their kids because they want them in their head. They're thinking they're going to go pro. They're going to get a full ride scholarship. But at the end of the day, we just got to let them grow. We just got to
Yeah.
let kids be kids. Let them just after school ride their bikes, like
Yeah.
go play outside, make believe.
I
So that's
agree.
really good. You said that. And it's great for all of us listening
Yeah.
to remember that.
And even Nana agreed.
She did.
Okay, Brie, I have a curious question for you. Do you think people are born kind or do they learn kindness?
I think everyone's born kind because I just feel like when you look at babies, I've never met an evil baby besides Chucky, but I haven't met Chucky, thank goodness. But it is almost Halloween and no.
Okay.
So other than that, I mean, I just think like innocence is a thing. I think what happens is as people grow, they go through traumas, they go through things that tarnish that kindness, but doesn't mean that they can't be taught kindness again.
Yeah.
So I feel like you could go through a period of time where you might be unhappy, you might be bitter, you might be a little mean, or these things debating on what you went through in life or what experiences, but it doesn't mean you can't turn it around. So I think you are born with kindness. I think you can find it again in life if you've lost it.
Okay.
And a lot of motherfuckers has lost it in the last couple years. So please go find it. Holy shit.
Amen.
Do you know? It's not what you don't know.
Okay.
It's what you do know. I just told you.
All right. What's your next question?
Well, about the motherfuckers who've lost. No, I'm just kidding.
Brie, you can't cuss that much.
I know, but it's kind of funny. And when people do cuss, they mean business.
Yeah, but sometimes it makes people's skin crawl.
Gosh. Well, let me tell you what makes my skin crawl.
We'd be here all day, girl. All day.
Oh, freaking day. Where's my other question?
Dang, what are you Googling it now?
No. If you could live in a TV show for the rest of your life, which TV show would it be?
Well, this doesn't really seem like a curious question, but
I'm very curious to know.
If I could live in a
TV show. I don't even
show-
know why I asked. It's probably going to be Murders in the Building.
Absolutely not. I want to be more glamorous and rich than that. Just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Dynasty.
Ew, no, too much drama. I mean, there's definitely like, that's a one you have to think about because definitely there's shows I've watched and I'm like, oh, I would love that. Like, I have to think, that one.
Like for
that
me,
was
I would
on-
think like Friends. Like how great.
Yeah.
They always seem like they were happy, having fun, never alone.
But then I'm watching those shows with like hot ass like ranchers and cowboys. And I'm like, I don't know. I might want to go live on a ranch and have those cowboys walk around and fight over me. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like that one show on Netflix. What was it?
I mean, I don't know.
Fergie's ex. I was like, damn, I might want to be her. I don't know. And then
Ransom
do I want to be
Canyon or
like,
something? Ransom Canyon. You want to live in Ransom Canyon? I don't know.
I don't know. They had
A lot of
great
drama.
ranches, a lot of hot ass cowboys. The parties looked fun. Why not?
Okay, there you go.
But maybe, I don't know. I would maybe want to be the other Paris because that cowboy.
Yeah.
Whew,
I know.
you know what I mean? And she was like artsy and everything was just cute. And then like think he was like from a billionaire, right? So maybe the other Paris. And then he ended up
Wasn't
taking
that
her
a
to
movie?
Paris.
But you could live in that movie
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right,
do
there
that.
you go.
There I go.
That's not a bad one. Actually, I dig
Right?
that one.
Isn't that one a good one?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
I have so many good ones. Okay. I'm curious about this. If money didn't exist, what do you think most people would actually do for work?
I mean, I feel like if money didn't exist, why wouldn't you want to be something in your community? So, for example, go work at the post office or be the mailman or, anything.
So people would still have jobs of what makes a community stronger. So you'd have
Yes.
gardeners and ranchers and teachers,
I think
librarians,
where
writers.
where you don't have to worry about going up the ladder, knowing that if you worked harder, you can make more money.
Okay, so can I tell you something? Like by
Yeah.
us talking about this, you start to realize how money is the root of all evil because if money wasn't involved, people would care about making their community stronger.
For sure.
Right? Just us talking about that hit me right now.
Yeah. So I was talking to this driver in Florida and we were chit-chatting and he was like, I'm retired and I got bored at home. And my wife was like, you really need to talk to have friends or talk or get out of the house type of thing. And he was like, oh my gosh, I should be a driver so I can meet strangers, have good conversations. But when my last ride is done, I walk in my house, I hang up the keys. There's no other business. No one's emailing me, no one's blowing me up.
Yeah.
I have my schedule. He's like, it's actually what was just supposed to be fun. I realize it's one of the greatest jobs.
That's cute.
I know. I was like, okay.
I mean, then there'd be like an incredible purse maker in the community that would want everyone to look so good.
Would that be you?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah. So I feel like, you would do everything in your community. You wouldn't
Yeah.
have to sit in traffic. You'd look like what's easy,
Yeah. All
right?
right. Yeah. What's your next?
I feel like you got inspired off that. Okay. I feel like I know this one, but I want you to go in detail. If you could travel back in time, where would you go? What would be the setting? What people would be around you?
Oh, like any era, any time period?
Go back in time. So yes.
I think I would do 1920s Paris. A part of me is like, would I want to do late 1800s to get a little bit more experience? But then, no, you know what? I would want to do pre-World War II. So what time period would that be?
When was World War One?
Well, I like right before World War II hit
Oh.
would be.
So 20s, right?
So World War II started 1939. So yeah, the 1920s would be correct. It just seemed like, especially Paris, right? You had the gorgeous fashion, the champagne was flowing, people just had, there's this freedom and spirit to it, and I would just love to go there.
And then who would you want surrounded by you?
I think Coco Chanel. I'm just kidding. Dior. No, but I would love like the poets and the artists. And
Yeah.
I mean, can you
Like
imagine? I'm in
Picasso
Paris.
and
Yeah. Bring me the champagne. And Picasso sitting there. And I have, what's one of the famous writers? Give me a name.
oh gosh,
I
I
mean,
can't even
there's
think
so
of what's his
many.
name.
And you
The
do
real
have some
famous
of,
one.
the fashion designers. How are we blanking? The one who was always at the Ritz.
Yeah. Hemingway.
Hemingway.
Yes. Ernest Hemingway.
You just have all these people, but no one knows how famous or popular really going to be because they're just in the moment, like just starving artists. But we're all sitting there having
Yeah.
champagne, and I'm just dressed to the nines. That would be where I'd go back to.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
What I sometimes wish like
I
we
could just go see it,
just be a fly on the wall.
even if it was for a day, to
Or
see how it really felt and all the things.
yeah, because then sometimes people are like, no, it smelled like shit. The plumbing was
Well,
off.
that
Like
was like why
they'll
I'm like, I don't think I'll do late 1800s, or even that might have been a little earlier. I'll wait till it got cleaned up in
yeah,
Paris. And
people are
then,
like disease was bad. Like they'll give all the
yeah,
negatives, but you're like, but there was also a lot of great things.
great things.
You know,
Of course. Okay, so this one I'm actually curious about. Is jealousy ever healthy?
I mean, I don't think so. No. You want to know why? Because it's to me, jealousy is stemmed from like already a negative feeling.
Yeah.
So like I don't see how this negative can turn into a positive.
Yeah.
I think it's like that snowball effect. Like you think, oh, it's just a little thing, but it grows and grows.
Yeah.
And so I would say no. And this is my thing. There's a difference between like being bothered and being jealous.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's okay. Like if you're saying like, oh, someone's hitting on my husband, I think it's okay to be bothered and communicate it.
Yeah.
But to be jealous and then like giving the evil eyes and then wanting to like be mean.
Yeah. I agree. I think jealousy, you have to take it as an emotion of like, oh, ow. Because sometimes, like, I think we've all been there. You can't help it. It's not like we're asking to be it.
Yeah.
You just become it. So it's like learning how to control me. Like, oh my gosh, so I guess I really like this person because I feel bothered right now. Do you know what I mean? And
For
then
sure.
and then when you don't feel it at all, you're like, I'm probably not into that person like that anymore.
Right.
Because I feel like it's like when you're in love with someone, that's the jealousy part, right? I know people always say it comes from insecurity and this, but I think it's when you just love someone so passionately, it just comes.
It just comes.
Yeah. So, okay.
But not for everyone. I mean, I swear Brian doesn't have a jealous bone in his body.
Oh, that's not true.
No, he just doesn't
Gets
show
bothered.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even with like, I don't know. I think
And by the
you
way,
definitely.
I like when they get a little bit like that because then I know how much they're into me and they
He
like
does.
me. I don't want it to go where it makes a relationship toxic, but I want to know a little bit's there because I'm like, oh, they love me hard and that feels good.
He's done
He
a
has shown
million. He's done a million other things to show me he loves me. He doesn't have to show me he's jealous.
Okay.
Girl,
you took that
speak
wrong.
to
We're
someone who's
talking,
been married 11 years.
but we're talking about jealousy right now. We're talking about all the other things because obviously,
I get it, what you're saying.
yes, thanks.
But I disagree.
Move on to your next curious question.
So my next curious question, I'm asking for a friend. Do you think long distance relationships really work? Asking for a friend.
Are you trying to point this at me? Yes.
Yeah.
Not forever, but like,
Why not forever? Like, what do you mean forever?
well, meaning like if the relationship's going to be for someone's rest of their life.
Yeah.
Technically, I don't think, but I do think some relationships do work long term, especially nowadays, especially women. More and more women becoming CEOs, running companies, starting businesses, being moms and career women, divorcees, having this. I feel like, especially for women, why it works is they need a little bit of that love and attention. And then they're like, shit, I'm busy. I got to do my shit.
But do you think
It's honestly depends on the person.
Yeah.
And where they're at in life.
Right. But do you think that's the part where we get disconnected from human, like that really connection?
I just think it's how the world is now. So when we see like the plus and minuses, actually, with what we have in the world, FaceTime and all the other things, it actually makes long distance relationships work. If I had to get a pen and pad out every time I had a feeling about someone and had to go put it in the mailbox, I don't know how they did back in the day, but they did because they had morals, really strong morals. But nowadays, if we were to do that, we can send a text or a FaceTime. Then yeah, you see someone enough, and if you're good, if they're fine, you know what I mean.
I saw this show and the guy came home after war and he walks in and like his girl that he left, he thought about every day on those battlefields. She was like engaged to like the rich guy in town.
Sad.
And she's like, I thought you were dead.
That
She's
would
like,
be
I
hard.
waited 3 years. And I was like, boo's right.
She did wait, and she probably wrote. Damn, that would suck for him.
I thought about that like back in that day. Ooh.
I know.
But you think putting the energy into long distance relationships 100%, even if it's not forever.
Yes. And if it works for you.
There you go.
It's all on who, if it works for you, 100, and it would work for me. You're such a bitch. Question.
Yeah, I got it.
What's more powerful, intuition or logic?
Intuition.
I knew you were going to say that, actually.
Because the facts are the facts. I get it. And I'm married to someone who's very logical, but I feel like intuition will always lead you in your right path.
Yeah.
And in your right way.
Uh-huh.
And if I listened to people who told me, do not go to Tampa and become a pro wrestler, do not be a Hooters girl, do not, because to them it did not seem logical.
Yeah.
I would not be where I'm at today.
100. I do think logic interferes with an intuition.
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like I was actually blessed to not be book smart, to be street smart. I feel like I am where I'm at and I'm living a very happy, fun life because of it.
But what I think can happen to us at times, logically, is we're such hustlers because we're like, shoot, this could be the last gig, and we don't open ourselves up to knowing something might come in. So we're like, boom, 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 boom.
I feel like I've been better about that.
But we were talking about that on our power walk today at times.
But I feel like we've been better. But still, you're right. The hustle mentality, you're right, is there. But that's still with someone who's in their 40s who thinks they can be the next CEO by 50.
Right.
And maybe just be happy being, I don't know, the VP.
But logic ain't bad. You need the logic. But
right. But you asked me which one I
more
felt
powerful.
Yes,
for sure.
I definitely do.
Okay, is it one more each?
one more each.
Aren't you proud that I haven't asked anything sexual or dating or
I'm
anything like
actually
that?
surprised. So I'm curious, what is one experience in your life what is one experience you've had in your life that you felt has changed the course of your life?
Mm. Which one? I've had a few courses. I've been here, went there, and then I came back over here. And no, I'm just kidding. Honestly, it would be signing my WWE contract. It was, I think I was in a place of like kind of being lost and then starting to find my way again on the soccer field. And then WWE came in and it gave me a sense of like, oh, this is career, and just gave me, I mean, you and I were already responsible, but it gave you that sense of like growing up in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like now I have to look at a contract and I have to sign it. And this is me now building a career.
Right. Fight for
And that was
something.
very
Work
life
hard.
changing.
Yeah.
And to leave the West Coast for the East Coast, have only gone there for soccer tournaments. So to move to a place, so it was just crazy. So it definitely would be signing my WWE contract.
Yeah. I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's yours. Yeah.
2007. It's kind of crazy when you think about it because we're almost being 2026.
Jeez. Sounds
Life
crazy.
goes fast. Yeah.
So
Okay. I'm going to
fast.
end with this. What's something we glamorize that actually isn't that great?
Makeup.
What?
That you mean?
No, anything we like. I don't know. Pop stars, big houses. I don't know anything we
All of it,
glamorize.
everything.
Or
No.
it could be
I mean, I feel like
Ivy League schools. I don't know something. What do we glamorize that?
I mean,
You're crazy.
I know.
You would say makeup.
I was thinking about that. I think we glamorize the whole. There's a whole like
I have one.
blueprint. So you want to ask the question and give the answer.
Yeah. Well, because something popped into my
okay,
head.
I feel like the whole blueprint on how life's supposed to be laid out. Like
So cute, like the Joneses.
well, and it's like the school,
The American dream.
homework. Yeah. Then you graduate, the college, the marriage, all of it, the job. I feel like we should have more of like none of it. Let
Yeah.
people just be free and go and what they feel.
Yeah.
That's what we should be taught.
Yeah.
And we should not be in school 8 hours and then have 2 hours of homework.
That's bullshit.
I mean, somebody please tell me how that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess all
Too
of
much.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, it'd be diets.
Yeah, for sure.
We glamorize diets and all these things and eat healthy, and every person's different. What I like is like, obviously with Hone Health, we are talking about hormones and like stuff that actually happens in a body when either women have babies or as women get older, and we are making it better. But we glamorize diets like do this and you're going to be this and do this. The thing that I've learned on this journey is you got to know your body because we are all different
For sure.
when it comes to how we store fat, how we burn, our metabolisms. Do we have high blood pressure? How's our cholesterol? Where do we live? How's the weather? What's around us? So we glamorize so much diets, and it's like figure out what's good for you and do that.
Right.
And then just make sure everything else is working right. Because that's like today when we were training, and our trainer Kyle said, you can't get bad diets in shape. People can train as hard as they want, and if they're not eating well or right for them, they're just not going to get in the shape they want to get, right?
No.
And then on top of that, when you had the one mom ask me, like, how are you looking so toned? I'm working out so hard and I'm not building muscle. When I tell her, go get tested with Hone, they will tell you exactly what you're missing. And I go, because we need help at a certain age.
Yeah.
That's just that. That's normal. But we glamorize diets, and like, I did them all. I bought every different type. I went keto.
I mean, before I got
went
here, you tried to get me to buy a hat to help my hair grow.
Okay, well, that's different. I mean, we're talking about red light therapy, bitch, and that shit works. That works. I'm not talking biohacking. I am talking straight up diets. Like,
but biohacking is getting out of control too.
Okay, but like there's a lot you can't red light therapy is like the number one of everything. Remember when you did the chocolate diet, someone told you to just eat chocolate?
No, someone told me to do that, but I never
Oh,
actually
you didn't?
did. But I think you had to buy their chocolate.
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
the cookie diet. It was
or
the
is the cookie
cookie. And I'm
diet.
like, okay, put a
Mm,
bunch of like bad nutrients in your body. And I think it was calorie counting.
yeah,
You know, when you get older, you get wiser.
you do. And you're like, and don't get me wrong, it sometimes in a moment you're like you look good, but what I've learned now is you shocked your metabolism. So it's like, all right,
Well,
well, here we go. And then it doesn't work.
and you know what's crazy
What?
is that woman in Vegas. I mean, she got in a lot of trouble. I think she went to jail, but she had the cupcake diet and she was
Oh, I
lying.
forgot about
So she
that.
was telling people
Yeah.
they could eat these cupcakes. And who's like going to be like, I'm doing the cupcake diet. And people were gaining weight, but she
Yeah.
didn't give a shit. She put all the butter, sugar, everything you can imagine in there. She didn't care.
Because she
She
knew we were
just,
glamorizing it and it's not true.
but isn't it crazy how words can get you? Like, and they can be
Marketing.
false.
Marketing gets me all the time. Those Instagram ads when I can't sleep at 3 a.m. and they're going to tell me all my wrinkles are going to go away. I'll fucking buy it. I've told myself no more. You're
Well, you know what
at
I
3
bought?
a.m. thinking about life. Don't go on Instagram and fall for the ads.
I got that app, the no ad app, like block ads.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw an
I
advertisement on
don't
it.
mind because
And
I
I
will
was
say
like,
there's some things that I've learned great on ads, and listen, there's some great products out there and you got to market them. But I've
right.
been very big on reading reviews now.
Oh, I read all reviews.
I read so many reviews and I will research things like no other.
And when there's a grumpy review, I really look at it and I'm like,
I'm
all
like,
right,
was it
today
'cause of
was not a good
shipping
day.
or
Yeah.
you could tell
You
when
could
it's
tell
due to
when it's
customer
like,
service or grumpy. But yeah, there's some things that are amazing. Like this, once I've used this elixir a little more, I will share with people about periods. But
but that's the thing. There's just too much. Too much. I had to get over it all. You know
yeah.
what?
Well, no, I already said in my things. I already have my groups of people that I trust. I got Hone. I have Higher Dose. I have a few others, and I'm good.
There you
Trust them, believe in them. They're not going to do me wrong. I don't need anyone else in this.
go.
I'm good. I feel good, looking good. That's all that matters.
And you do look good.
Well, thanks, girl.
I say we do a little inspiration and affirmation.
It's time for today's inspiration and affirmation brought to you by Kleenex. With Kleenex lotion tissues, you're always ready to face life's emotional moments, the happy ones, the hard ones, and everything in between.
So the quote today is, find the place where every single thing tells you to stay, seeker.
I love that. I mean, if you think about it, when we moved in 2020 to Napa Valley, everything there told us to stay.
Yeah.
I feel like so much of my life, I felt unstable. I always was dreaming about moving somewhere. I'm like, why did I never feel like when I was in Arizona, even places in Southern California, I'm like, why did I never feel like I was meant to be here, or why was I constantly looking elsewhere? When I moved to Napa Valley, so many things, and they still are telling me to this day, tell me to stay. I found my tribe. I've literally found the type of weather I love, the community, everything.
The world is made up of so much energy. This is a thing we know, whether it's spiritual for you or science. This is what it is. And when you trust your gut and your intuition, your surroundings will tell you where you need to be, whether that's you're on a vacation or you keep thinking about a place or you're drawn to a place. You're drawn to it for a reason. It's calling you. So be aware of that. And that's what I love about this quote, because it's your surroundings are telling you where you need to be. And what you said is the perfect example. We would always go vacation Napa Valley, but it felt like so much more than vacation.
For sure.
Everything around us was telling us to stay. And now that we've chosen to stay there, it's been one of the greatest decisions we've ever made.
Yeah. So this past weekend, Brian and I were laughing, actually with a lot of the cousins, because we were all saying like the pros and cons list we all made dating that made us all official. And here we've all been married like over a decade.
Yeah.
All the couples sitting there. But you're almost making that list when you're dating all the reasons to stay. Stay committed, stay. And so journaling, writing the list is important.
Yeah.
Like I need to know the reasons to stay. And look,
Oh,
I did it with Brian. Brian did it with me. Like he said 10 months before I actually did mine.
oh, really?
But yeah, we were.
I would love to see your pros and cons list.
I know.
All right. Well, that was today's inspiration and affirmation made possible by Kleenex lotion tissues. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
Right.
Embodies a really good word. Embody it.
Which means
I'm going to use more of embody it in my affirmations.
and listen to your intuition, because I think then you really embody who you are,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's right.
And you'll know your worth.
I am a badass bitch.
Yeah. That's why I don't have a lot of people in
I
my
am
space.
a badass mom.
Because I can tell you don't know me.
By the way, I know you don't have a lot of people in your space.
The only thing I have to say.
Should I be like super grateful to be in Bree's space? Because I feel like it.
Hell yeah.
But I
you
do
should.
also feel like I'm here to like humble her.
In which ways? I'm so humbled.
Well, I don't mean like you're beautiful in those type of ways,
Oh, yeah.
but just to like keep her calm on like people could be here, Brie. It's okay to like.
This is the only thing I got to prove is to a 5-year-old and an 8-year-old, and that's it.
Yeah, and they tell you the damn truth.
Damn, every day I'm like,
I know. Buddy thinks I'm smarter. I'll never live that down. But I have a little boy that looks at me and his eyes light up and he gives me those sparkle in his eyes and he thinks I'm just the greatest thing in the world and it makes my heart flutter.
right?
Oh, it's the greatest feeling. My like demanding cuddle time and kisses and I just need you to hold me or I mean, there's nothing greater in life. It is going to crush my heart when that all goes away. Or when I see him holding his girlfriend's hand when he's older, I'm going to be like, so Brie, when we talked about that one time about jealousy, good or not? Healthy?
No,
right?
you want to make sure.
I want
know.
my son to have love. It's
Yeah.
just she better be good to him.
It was cute because
'Cause I'm
Betty
raising
last
him
night
right.
was like sound asleep. So I started to edge out of the bed. And then he was like, oh, no, not yet. And then squeezed me in tight. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
It's the greatest.
I'm like, I could be here forever.
Oh, it is like, so I didn't have Mateo last night. He was at his dad's and I slept 9 hours straight without interruption. Felt really great this morning. I don't get that with Mateo because he moves
Yeah.
around a lot. I get kicked in the face and all that, but then I'll just like look at his face sleeping so hard. And I
it's
just know it doesn't
sweet.
last forever. So I
Right.
don't care. And it's just the sweetest thing.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, and Birdie had a nightmare last night. So I woke up, but she of course goes back to sleep. And
Yeah.
it took me like a little bit. So I didn't sleep the greatest. And she also whacked me in the face. And then Winston
Isn't it weird how we
walked on
always get
me.
hit in the face?
I never with Buddy. Buddy sleeps
Oh.
still. Birdie is my one. She'll move around.
Dude, Brie,
But
that's
as
Mateo.
Birdie whacked me in the face, and I was like, damn it. Winston just starts to walk up me. And I'm like, what the? Like, I'm just like, come on, everyone. Can I
know.
just sleep?
I know.
But
Well, because I did see a thing where it is so important for women to get 8 hours of sleep a night, not 5. Because you know how a lot of us are like, okay, well, I got 5 solid because of heart disease.
wow,
That women who sleep less than 8 hours consistently are more prone to heart disease.
that's scary.
Very.
But what I was going to say
I had
is
to tell mom, I'm like, Mom, dude, we're
she
fucked.
needs to.
Yeah.
But
But think how Pop-Up died.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Very
so
bad
I
news.
called
Damn.
mom. Well, I was like, Mom, we need to focus on this. So I got that red light therapy blanket to do with my PEMF pad.
Oh my gosh. So cute. But what I was going to say
Mm-hmm.
is I looked over at Birdie, though, even though she whacked me in the face and Winston walked at me, and how her curls were around
Aw.
her face and how she was sleeping. She looked exactly how she looked when she was a toddler.
When she gave me
It
a hug
tripped
yesterday
me out.
and looked up at me, I just was like, whoa, this reminds me when you were a toddler.
Isn't it weird how
I know.
there's certain like looks of their face and you're like, whoa, that's your baby face.
When Mateo lets me hold him and like put his head down, I can imagine the baby facing him.
For sure.
By the way, remember when I told you about how because we just had parent teacher conference and about the babysitter there. So when we were driving to school yesterday, he goes, so are the babies going to be next door? Because I want to go see them. And I'm like, what do you mean babies? He goes, well, you said the babysitters are there. So when we walked into school, he goes, Miss Alexia, I'd like to go look at the babies next door.
That's really funny.
Remember when we talk how literal they are?
Oh, yeah.
So to him, like, well, why would a babysitter be for someone my age?
I mean,
Good point.
kid has a point.
Kid has a point.
All right, everyone. We hope you have a great weekend, and you can see videos of today's episode on our YouTube page and all our social platforms. So
Yes.
the Nikki and Brie Show IG, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and you can always call us at our hotline at 833 Garcia 2.
That's right. All right. You all have a great week. Mwah. Bye.